welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the video. It is Deja and I am back with another video, honey. What's good, what's popping? For those of you who are new here, hi, welcome. For those of you who are not new here, what's up, what's good, what's popping? Whether you're new or you're not, make sure you are subscribing to my channel, honey, because you know, why not? You know what I'm saying? Whether or not you are, or if you are subscribed to my channel, thank you so much for tuning in. Everybody just go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and also subscribe if you are not. All right, so without further ado, we are going to be talking about dues. So many people have been asking me over and over again, like, Deja, how much money should I save? What is this? What is that? And I know that I've kind of touched a little bit about dues, but I'm going to make a quick video again about it, just, you know, giving you guys a little bit more detail or as much as I can, just because it's like a spoken rule that we don't discuss dues with people. If people give you an exact amount of how much you should save, then they're probably lying, just because what I paid is not what you're going to pay. What you paid is not going to be what I'm going to pay. It ranges and it varies from chapter to chapter, region to region, organization to organization, honey. Okay, so I don't want you guys to be mistaken and just think like, okay, well, my friend that's in whatever organization said that she paid this much, then maybe I have to pay that much. No, because it ranged literally, you guys. I've heard of people paying like as low as $500, and then I've heard of people paying as much as $2,000. So it really ranged. Like, everything that goes into how much you pay depends on the chapter, the organization, and the region that you're in. So yeah, like, I would never share exactly like what I had to pay, just because that is personal information, and I just don't feel like what I paid is what you guys are gonna pay. Now, take into account, you guys, you do have to take into account that if you are first joining, you might be paying the most amount of money that you will be paying unless you're in a graduate chapter, because honey, the dues are kicking people's butt, okay? And it is one of the main reasons why I was so hesitant on joining a graduate chapter, because of the dues, because I was just like, oh my goodness, I want to make sure that I'm financially stable personally before I even try to give my money to a luxury like that. And that's just personally how I feel about it. It's no shade or anything to my organization, but that is, like, I talked about it before on my channel. So just as far as like the dues, like, you guys have to understand, when you're first joining, you're paying for a lot of stuff. I know, like, when I was first joining, I was paying for like my line jackets, some more Perry. I was paying for, I was also, you know, I had to pay for probate outfits and probate promo. Like, it's so much money that goes into it, as to why you're paying so much stuff. So, you know, for example, also, when I was first joining, we had Boulé, and we had like different conferences that we were going to attend. We had to include that into our new membership fee. So yeah, you guys have to like take into account that there are like chapter dues, and then there are like the national organization dues as well that goes into account of like dues as far as like what you're paying. I know for undergraduates it's a little bit easier just because you are you're not paying monthly dues. I've heard from other organizations that you do have to pay monthly dues. Now, I'm not sure exactly like the ins and outs of other organizations, just because I don't really care, and it's not my place to, so you know, that's not what I have to deal with, so I'm not going to worry about that. As far as like moving forward with you guys, a lot of you have felt comfortable enough to come and ask me, and you know, ask me like, hey, how much should I save? I'll give you guys like a ballpark of what I think most people should save, and that is literally, I always say either $1,200 to $1,500. That's not saying that that's what I paid, but I feel like if you can save that much, then yes, save that much. And then if it's more or if it's less, you have more money that you need to grab, or it's less money that you have to spend, if that makes sense. I don't want anybody that is an interest or anything like that to ask people, hey, how much do you pay? Like, I remember it was a time where I was an interest and I had went to an event. It was the event right before I started pledging. It was like a little sip and tea type of event, really cute. And this one girl, she had actually asked like, hey, is there a payment plan? No, it's no payment plans, at least not from my organization. I can't speak to any other organization, but I'm assuming, like, you know, either you got the money, you got the money. And that's why so many people don't end up crossing, because of financial because of financial reasons. So it's very unfortunate when people don't know, and I understand the urge to want to ask just because you guys ask me everything else, but this is just something that I cannot give you an exact answer on, just because I don't know what this chapter of this organization is going to be having you pay. Because what I personally paid, even if you're trying to get into my organization, what I personally paid for my organization at that specific chapter is not what you're going to pay at your organization down in Atlanta or Georgia or whoever, wherever else you at. Like, that's not most likely going to be what you're going to pay, regardless of it's the same organization. So for the young ladies that have been asking me, I'm sorry that I can't really give you an answer, and I'm not trying to like not be transparent with you guys. It's just like a spoken rule that we don't share the amount that we paid, just because of the simple fact what I paid is not going to be what you paid, or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? So I can't really answer that question for you guys. Just know that you need to be saving your money because it is no payment plan. And just to be safe and just to give you guys a simple answer, I would say save close to $15,000 or $15,000. Child, $1,500. Save $1,500. If you got $15,000 you want to give me, then go ahead. I'll leave my cash out down below. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, like, I just personally feel like that is a good amount to save, just because it could be more than that, it could be less than that, but who knows? It depends on the chapter, the organization, and the region that you're in. And many things goes into dues, you know, like many things goes into dues. So you just have to take into account of everything. Now, unfortunately for most chapters, they don't give a breakdown of what you're actually paying for. I know when I started out, they didn't give us a breakdown. They didn't tell us, okay, so this is why you're paying this X amount of money. It's for this, and this. Later down the line, they told us, okay, well, we go into this conference, and then we like, okay, so how much is the entry fee or whatever the case may be? And they'd be like, you don't have to worry about it. You paid for it when you paid your membership dues or fees when you first, you know, started or joined the chapter. So that was something also. Now, if you're lucky enough to have a chapter that breaks down everything that you're paying for, bless up to you guys, because then you'll be seeing where your money go. And it honestly might be things that you don't want to pay for, but at the end of the day, it's kind of like you gonna pay for it or you not. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like you all in or you not. You don't get to pick and choose of what you want to pay for, because at the end of the day, the organization is gonna move on without you. You know what I'm saying? Whether you pay it or not. So yeah, I don't suggest you guys, I highly recommend that you guys do not ask members how much did you pay, just because it is none of your business on what they paid. And if a member gives you, say if like you're an interest and the line hasn't started or anything like that, and they you ask the interest like, hey, how much did you pay? If they give you an answer right then and there and the line hasn't started, they haven't done anything about moving forward with the line, then they don't know what they're talking about, honey. And that's just to that on that. Because it has to go to headquarters as well for each organization. It has to get approved. They tell them what you have to pay. People don't just come out with these amounts out of their ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, we actually decide, we actually vote on this. We actually hear from headquarters, advisors. They tell us this is how much money, this is what it's going to go into. So I don't want people to get confused that members know all the way what they're talking about, and that's no shade, but you just want to be careful. You don't want to be led the wrong way. You don't want to be told, hey, yeah, save this amount, and then when it comes to you paying, now you have to come up with extra $500 because they told you one amount, and now it's just kind of like, what? And that's why most people drop, because of financial reasons. And I'm not trying to be not transparent with you guys and not share as much as I normally do, but it's literally like, what I paid is my business. What you will pay is your business. I don't want to know. You shouldn't want to know. I'll give you guys a range. Like I said, $1,200 to $1,500. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't be upset with me if I couldn't share that much, but it's just a spoken rule in the Greek community that we should not really talk much about what we paid, because everybody did not pay what we paid. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.